Hey, hi. Hey, Zitch. Slow driving. I see you all. Hello there. Hi. I'm sorry. I normally start with a bit of energy, but I mean, I do want to give like the beginning of this stream a little more deference. Because yeah, obviously, we're going to be addressing some concerns, but I really hope, like, this is my aspiration, right? Oh, wait, hold on. What? Vibe check. Oh my God. Yeah, so basically, I'm doing good, Riley. I'm doing all right. I'm doing fine. So basically, kind of the hope to get out of this town hall or whatever we want to call it. A little anxious. Yeah. No, I get that. So basically, let me go ahead and I'll explain everything that's going on. But before we get too far ahead, mods and admins, hop into either the waiting room or the friend streaming room, and I'll be there later. You should know what's up, but yeah, just so that you're aware. So basically, we got to talk a little bit about the drama. I mean, like, we've been talking about a lot, but what I want this to be more than anything is basically a forum where I can inform you of everything that's been happening as the drama has affected the community in particular. And so that you all can basically understand how we have responded to those things that have happened to the community and what the expectations are going to be going forward. Because well, let me give a short recap. I don't know how none of you would be aware of this, but just for the people who are somehow coming here from living under a rock, yeah, so there was drama between me and Demon Mama. This is nothing that you probably, well, I mean, obviously there was drama. I'm assuming that most of the people who are here at this point understand my version of the story, which is essentially as such. I had a conversation with Demon Mama. It started out amicably, then it moved to conversations about what gender is. And throughout the course of that conversation, as it became clear that there was, well, actually, for whatever reason, I can't speculate, but for whatever reason, Demon Mama started instigating, started talking down to me, demeaning me, and as a consequence, the conversation got very heated. Then eventually we got to the end. Was a very emotional evening. Go watch the video. Yeah, all that. In the wake of that, I posted the stream the next day, and it ended up causing a lot of turmoil, specifically and most especially within my own community. You know? A lot of people came to me and talked to me about the fact that they were uncomfortable with the video being up. I talked to them and told them that I wanted it to stay up and that I put it up specifically in case anyone was going to question my actions, that there would be a clear record of exactly what happened so that people, third parties who didn't know anything, could go and watch it for themselves. Okay? I've been very clear about that ever since the beginning. And as a consequence of that, a lot of people, especially people within my own community, especially friends within my own community, took the fact that I didn't do what they wanted me to as evidence that I either was not listening to them or that I had been harming them. I mean, it sucks that they felt that way. Some of them will say that I didn't talk to them. Some of them will say that I didn't listen to them. But I did. I just didn't do what they wanted me to, which was to either take down the video or to not upload it to begin with. As a consequence, a lot of people in my community especially did not exactly treat it the best. A lot of people, a lot of close friends ended up leaving me a lot of messages saying that essentially I either had to take down the video or they would end the relationship with me. I didn't take down the video. They ended the relationship with me. And that's how it went. Shortly after, it really kind of sucked because once the Demon Mama video went up, a lot of them actually came and raided the server and basically tried to do what they could to get banned as quickly as possible. That hurt. Yeah. I don't know. Never been in a situation where I've been raided by people who had been my friends just 24 hours prior. It's a new feeling, new experience. Didn't ever think I would get a feel of that. So yeah, that happened. And a lot of people in other communities. RGR, could you mod me in Twitch chat? Oh, yeah, no, you're fine. Let's see. There you go. I modded you. Yep. We literally came. Also, wait a second. Hold on. Also, wait a second. Hold on. Also, as Destiny chat did a lot of harm, but not saying Demon Mama didn't act wrongly. I don't know how they did harm, but insofar as Destiny is concerned, because, yeah, Destiny, at least D.GG, is a part of the story. Because while there was a large exodus from my community of people who I had previously been close to, a lot of people from, especially, I mean, like, across the internet, but especially D.GG, it seems, came out and supported me. And that was really good. I do really, really appreciate it. My suspicion is that probably the main reason that this happened was not only because Destiny and I probably not only both had experiences with Demon Mama that were very similar, but I mean, we also have similarities in terms of how we approach situations and ideas. So, I don't know. You all can have your own opinions, but the fact of the matter is, I don't know. I've become a lot closer with D.GG, and a lot of people from there has come into the community. And that's great. I'm glad that you're here. And so, essentially what's happened is that there has been a lot of change where there's been a lot of people who had been here for a while who had left. And there have been, thank you, appreciate it. There have been a lot of people who have left recently. And there's also been a lot of new people who have come in. And overall, it's been basically overall net positive for the community, at least in terms of growth. I've also grown a lot on Twitch. I've grown a lot on YouTube. So I'm trying to take this and make sure that we are capitalizing on the positive. I understand that this has been a very stressful situation for a lot of people, but I kind of want to use tonight as a way to be able to put a cap on the situation, address the concerns, and make sure that the community is fully in understanding of where we're at and moving forward. I don't like that there. I tested putting that there earlier, but I'm going to put it back where it was. And so what I want to do tonight, I wrote down a list. Sorry. I wrote down, see, crap. Yeah. And so basically I want to be able to accomplish a couple things out of here. All right. And then we'll get to the Demon Mama video. So like the first things first, the Demon Mama video, we're going to get to the rest of it. All right. We covered like half of it because dear God, they're so literally for the people who were here the other night, we had to stop like every other second because everything that came out of her mouth was either a blatant lie or like a very either intentional or negligent misrepresentation of what happened. So we're going to go over the rest of that tonight, but first things first. All right. So whatever you have about the Demon Mama, like the specifics of the debate and like the stuff between us, put a pin in that, wait on it. We're going to talk about the community stuff first. All right. Cool. So first things first, I really got your screaming pillow for tonight. Neighbors warned. Yep. Yeah. I really hope the stream can provide a source of healing, not just for Riley, but also for the people watching. Yeah. How stable is this growth? I don't know. I just kind of go with it. Listen, I just kind of like whatever, like the number one rule with online politics, it seems, is that like sometimes crazy amounts of growth happen or they don't. You just kind of go with whatever happens. So like I'm pretty good at navigating like drastic changes in my circumstances. It's probably why I'm like handling this decently, you know? So, yeah. But anyway, the first things first, chat. I understand that a lot of you who are coming here had watched other videos and you may very well have a negative perception of the mods here. All right? I know it's very easy. Thank you. I know that it's very easy to have the impression from watching that people in the mod team may not be trustworthy, or that people in the mod team may not be acting in my interest, or something similar to that effect. What you all need to recognize is this. After the events of what was it, a couple nights ago? I can't remember the date. If someone can give me the date, then that would be great. But basically, after the debate, now after everything unfolded, Riley, Discord link from Nightbot is not. Wait, what? It's broken. Hold on. Discord.gg/RGR. Invite. Wait, what? Hold on. How the fuck? 1 second. Partner. Or wait, hold on. Oh shit. It's because we don't have 30 boosts anymore. Well, there's tying it back in. All right then. People who are in the Discord, you got to drop links over there because one thing that happened, check friends. Oh shit, yeah, hold on. Nothing to see in friends. Oh, well. Sorry, I got one boost. Yeah, so, anyway, so talking about boosts. Well, that's comical timing. I'm sorry. People who are in the Discord, you're just gonna need to share. You should be able to share invites over to over the Twitch chat. All right, you gotta go do that. But basically, what had happened was a lot of the mods that you may have seen either gaslight me or do something similar, most of them have left. All right. I started out before the events of the debate. Oh, hey, we're back to 30 boosts. Well, there you go. All right. It's just like the time. Like, did it literally happen? All right, hold on. Try to infrastructure collapse. Yeah, for real. Okay, hold on. Let me. What my mom's calling me? No. All right. Let me check to make sure. Server settings. Vandy URL. Stream mode. Okay, it's done. It is fixed now. Well, thank you all. I appreciate it. Well, there we go. Now the server link is fixed. But anyway, all right. To get back on track, the reason why that is as it is because of the fact that a lot of people who normally were here and were very active in the server prior, left. Most of those people were admins, mods, and friends of mine. Essentially the core of the community. A lot of the people who felt very strongly. That hurt, you know? But to give you an idea, we started out before the debate happened with 17 mods and 5 admins. 4 of the 5 previous admins have now left. And I believe it was either 13 or 14 out of the previous moderators have left or were banned. Thank you all for the help. But yeah, the first thing that you need to all recognize is that, like, most of the people who were doing those things are now gone. And so what's important about that is that you need to please listen to the moderation team here. There has been a lot of issues, or at least from what the current mods, like the new mod team, the new admin team have been telling me. There's been a lot of issues where people have been not listening to the admins because, oh, well, this person is going to be on in a day or so. You need to listen to them. All right? The people who I have promoted are all people who have stuck by me as this is all unfolded. The people who are admins are people who I trust very closely. One of them is my brother, just to give you an idea. All right? Obviously, I'm not going to turn my back on him. Another is Grayson, someone who I've been very close to for a while. Another is Volty, someone else who I've been very close to for a while, long-standing friend of the community. These are really good admins, and I'm looking to promote other people as well. And all of the friends who have been here, well, they've stuck the test of time, and they have been here with me despite everything that's happened. So please, first things first, listen to the mods. All right? Okay, cool. Now, one thing that I do need to talk about, all right, is that there is an open question about what this space will be, you know? A lot of people, especially DGGers, yeah, no problem. A lot of people, especially DGGers, but a lot of people in the left, or even just like in online politics generally, have been doing a lot of comparing me and Demon Mama to Destiny and Vosh. And you all know this. Y'all have been probably complicit in it. All right? I see you. I fucking see you. All right? I know you're there. I know a lot of you are probably in the chat. While I appreciate it, Yeah, it's a little cringy. Well, I mean, like, yeah, let's talk about it, all right? Because while I know that you mean it endearingly, and while I know that it's being, like, given as a compliment, I do need to make something clear here, right? Like, I do. I am not Destiny. I'm not Vosh. I'm not any other person. I am me, you know? Like, I'm doing my own thing. And I just want it to be clear that there are going to be different expectations in my space compared to what you might find in other spaces. Specifically, what this space is it's a space which accomplishes 3 main goals, right? The first goal, I wrote these down, is to develop relationships. All right? That's that's the first and foremost thing that I've wanted this community to be. That's what it's been since day one. It's been a place where, I mean, to give people background, when I started streaming, and you can go and you can watch, like, all my old VODs are still up on my channel. They're just unlisted, but they're in playlists that you can find, right? All of my, like, since the beginning of this Discord, this community, it's been a place where I can try and make relationships with people. Because when I started streaming, I was new to Maryland. I had just started law school, and I was going to an entirely new state. Now, that was intentional. Like, I moved here with the intention of starting new because I had just basically come off the tail end of finishing social transition, and I wanted to live and start my career the rest of my life in a new space that was overall very, like, I had a high ceiling for possible political performance, right? I'm in a very progressive, accepting state, close to DC, so I could be very involved. But I wanted to go somewhere where I could just start fresh, Unfortunately, a consequence of that was that I was very lonely, Now, it's weird because I've met, like, obviously a lot of people in the city. Like, I've become, well, friends with other people who we don't need to talk about right now. But, like, it was very lonely, Like, it was lonely starting out here. And so what I did was ultimately, like, the basis of streaming to start was to form relationships with people. Like, that was the beginning. Like, I didn't start out as, like, a political channel or anything like that. Like, I started out essentially as just a place for me to meet people, And that, I want to carry that through my channel. Like, no matter what my content does, no matter how it changes, no matter how it grows, that's the most important thing to me, is making sure that this is a space for developing meaningful relationships, It's very important to me. And so, going forward, I want to make sure that even though we have a lot of new people coming into the community, that's something that we are being, like, that's like the first and foremost thing that I want to make sure that we retain, And to that extent, obviously, it's evolved a lot, right? It's changed a lot since I began. It's kind of like, I fiddled it with a lot. I'm able to tweak here and there and figure out what I like, what I don't like, et cetera, et cetera. And I think that we're at a point where I'm finally, RGR, I'm watching everything that you've released. Your journey is literally helping so many. Your videos are invaluable. Thank you. I really appreciate it. But anyway, obviously, I'm not doing the same kind of videos as I did when I began, right? I've changed a lot. And I think that I'm finally kind of settling on what my community is going to be going forward, right? Or rather, what my content is, and therefore what my community will be. And so the second thing that I want to stress that this community is it's a space to learn, okay? I do a lot of research here. I've employed the help of my community to do research and put together the documents, like what we have seen, obviously, in this drama, but also on my research doc Twitter and just generally in the last couple months, right? A lot of time people, like, a lot of you may have not watched these videos, but, like, for example, one of the coolest things that we've done with those documents is that I submit those when I go and testify before, for example, state Congress. Like, they're in the exact format. Like, if you wanted to, you could download the doc on my Twitter, turn it into a PDF, and you could submit that for state testimony. Like, you could do that, or you could mail it to a state congressperson, although they probably won't listen to you. Don't actually, like, mail to your state congressperson unless you send physical letters. They'll usually read physical letters. But if you just, like, send them an email, most of the time an intern will just read it and respond to it. So don't email. Physical letters are really good, and submitting those as part of, like, congressional testimony is really good. But, like, I really enjoy that, I feel like we're able to actually make some meaningful change in the world. Recently, in case people haven't seen it, at the top of my Twitter, I have this pinned. But one thing that we researched was the trans panic defense, right? And we researched the history around that, the legal precedent, and I testified in front of the Maryland State Congress on getting rid of it. And I also was able to, because someone just reached out to me, a friend of mine, was able to reach out to me and was like, hey, I saw that you testified on that. I know someone from Maryland Matters. If you wrote an op-ed, I might be able to get you published. And we just wrote an op-ed. And then we submitted it and we got published. And that's great. Like we made political change. Yeah, like that's great. That's awesome. I love that. And so I want to do a lot of that going forward as well, right? So first two things so to recap, right? The main things I want to cover, number 1, building relationships. Number 2, learning together. And then number 3, sorry, I have to look at the list. And then third and foremost, number 3 is helping others. You know, this kind of ties back into the previous idea with the testimony, because like we didn't just do that with the purpose of like learning about the subject for the sake of learning about a subject, right? Like we did it with a purpose, you know? Like we did it explicitly with the purpose of, in this case, helping trans people and other LGBT people in Maryland, right? Like that's why we did it. It's not just like, oh, we took like some kind of, intellectual curiosity with something and we just happened to learn about it. No, we learned with a purpose, right? And that purpose is to help others. And I want to make sure that going forward, that what we do is very purposeful with trying to help others, right? It's very important to me. But I mean, like, this is kind of like my indictment of a lot of people. Not everyone. This certainly isn't everyone. But a lot of people online who engage in, like, political hobbyism, you know? There's a lot of people who engage in, like, essentially a lot of political commentary. But and maybe they contribute a little bit to dialogue, it's educational and all that. But they probably don't make as much meaningful change in the world as they could otherwise, right? And I want to make sure that we're doing that in the same way that we have been before, whether it's, building, like primarily the way that I see that manifesting is by researching these things together, making the documents, which other people and ourselves can take out and change the world with. I think one of my favorite examples was actually from a recent stream where I think it was a high schooler who came on the stream to talk about how they used one of our research docs to testify before their school's before their school board on, I don't think that they specified, but that's really cool, right? Like I think that they said that they used it for their school's GSA, and like I didn't even plan that, right? It's just we made this thing and we released it to the world, and someone was able to use it for betterment and for good. Right? Like, that's great. Like, I didn't even plan that. And it's just like, yeah, like it turns out that when we're able to like make this work product and release it to the world, that we're able to do a lot of good, And I want to keep doing that. Like, that's great. Yeah. That just makes me like, it gets right at the feels, Yeah. Oh, and then, and then the last thing we're obviously, so like, recap, hold on. So I think that someone wrote down earlier. Recap: 1, build relationships. 2, learn. 3, help people. Yep. And then number 4, the best fucking ESO Discord, baby. Are you kidding me? We're going to be number 1 ESO, baby. We're going to be the number 1 ESO streamer in community. All right. This is all I want. I don't care if you don't like it. I don't care how you feel about it. We're going to be the number 1 ESO server. All right. It's exactly what we're going to do. I want to be, I'll tell you what, I actually, today I emailed ZeniMax and I was like, listen, put me on your fucking stream team. I don't even care. I just want to be on there. I'm in the top person. I've been averaging 1,000 people watching concurrently in the ESO category, but the past few days, I have been like easily half of your viewing audience the past couple days. Make me a fucking, put me on your fucking, stream team, damn it. Oh, but what a World of Tanks RGR. No, that's all right. Yeah, yes, please, 1K views for free. Yeah, I know, right? So yeah, I want to do that too. The reason why is because it makes me happy. There's literally ESO cringe. Yeah, whatever. Listen, y'all can think whatever the fuck you want of it, all right? That's literally, and I've said this before, I do it just because it makes me happy. That's the one thing I do. Like everything else I do, I try to do with a very explicit purpose. The whole purpose of ESO is just because it makes me happy. It just makes me happy. That's the only reason that we're doing it. All right. Let me be a little selfish with this. It just makes me happy. Okay. Okay. Cool. But also, the other nice purpose, all right, so that's like one half of the reason why I do it. There is also the nice utility of, well, there's a couple nice utilities about playing ESO. And maybe I'll just explain that here because I think it's worth it. ESO is actually a good game because, like, A, I know a lot about it, so I could be able to educate people. And, like, I actually am pretty deserving of, like, #1 ESO stream. Because, like, I have, like, over 2,000 hours into, like, my main character. Not all my characters, my main character, all right? Like, yeah, you know, like, I know the game. But also the fact that, like, I can easily talk to people while I'm playing it, if it's not apparent already. Like, I can easily talk to people while I'm playing it, so it makes for really good stream content. Insofar as, like, being able to talk to people while I am playing it. And then also on top of that, as opposed to, like, how Destiny will talk to people while he plays his games, ESO is nice because you all can play with me. You can join. We have an ESO guild. We'll put more information in the Discord, but, like, if you don't want to talk to me, but you still want to interact with me during stream, you can just play with me. And as many of you as you want. Like, it's an MMO. We can all do this shit, you know? 2,000 hours, I think it's time for intervention. No, fuck that. Fuck an intervention, all right? I do this. It's fine. It's great. Nothing wrong with it. I do not have a problem. Yeah, so those are basically what I want the community to be, all right? Those are the main things I want to set for the community. And I think that's cool because I don't think that there's a lot of communities out there that have been able to accomplish exactly what I'm looking to do in the way that I want to. Historically, even with everything that recently happened, we've been very successful in accomplishing these goals. And I want to make sure that going forward, even though we lost a lot of people and gained a lot of new people, that we're focusing on trying to achieve these goals, all right? So understand that these are the expectations for you. And also, mind you, go read the rules. We're not going to go over all of them right now, but, like, go read the rules for specifics, all right? I won't go over all of them right now, but basically, like, obviously those expectations stand as well if you want, like, nitty-gritty details, but as a policy matter, all right? Just, like, as a matter of, like, in the back of your head, you're interacting in my community, and you're thinking, okay, like, I'm here, I'm in this space, like, what does Riley expect of me? All right, what are the admins and mons expecting of me? My expectation is that you try to foster a space which is good at facilitating relationships with people, which facilitates learning, and which facilitates helping others, and facilitates ESO. Please join the guild. I want to play with people, all right? Please let me have this. Random meme, before I forget, your Twitch link in your Twitter bio is not the correct link. Wait, what? Your Twitch link in your Twitter bio? Does ESO have the Holy Trinity event? I have no idea. All right, but thank you for letting me know. All right, I'll fix that eventually. But yeah, and we'll go over how to join the guild later. We'll go over all that eventually, all right? Like, we'll have, like, a dedicated stream for that, but, like, for now, if you want to play with me, then get the game and all that good stuff. Okay, cool. We will go over that. We will go over that at a different point, but that's for a later day. I'm not playing ESO at this moment. We will go over that later. Okay, cool. Now, let me go back to my list. Now, that's what I expect that the server will be, and what my community will be. I want to also make it clear what the server is not. All right? And some of you might not like this, but I gotta draw a hard line, all right? This is not a debate bro server. All right? I don't care. You want to go do debates? You want to go do debate bro shit? D.GG is just down the corner. Vosh's Discord is just down the corner. Not here. All right? I've been talking it over with the admins, and I think that actually we have to just draw a hard line in the same way that we drew a hard line for NSFW content. Obviously, I understand that people can be horny. All right? I get it. I understand that you can be... Oh, hey, what? Oh my god! Oh my god, you made that! Oh my god, this is amazing. Thank you so much, Volty. This is great. Yeah, so I just want to make it, like, very, very, very clear to people. We are trying to do a lot. We're trying to do something different from a lot of other spaces, in case it's not apparent already. And if you want to, just like, you know, we know that people can be horny, and I'm not going to hate on you for being horny, okay? But if you want to be horny, just go do it somewhere else. Go do it somewhere else. Anywhere else. I don't care. Just not here, all right? Just go do it somewhere else, but not here. And similarly, obviously, with debating, I understand that with the nature of politics, it's easy to. In a lot of conversations, it can be hard to tell once it starts getting from casual conversation about something with a reasonable disagreement, where that begins to fall into a debate. But with, you know, we're going to basically evaluate it the same way that we look at horny conversations. Because obviously it can be hard sometimes to figure out, oh, well, what's the line between like what's NSFW discussion and what's not? The way that I am going to handle it is I'm going to trust my mods to make that determination, and my admins to make that determination, and my friends to make that determination based on how they interpret the situation. All right? Because oftentimes it can be really hard to figure out what it is, but also you well should know when you're doing it. Like, right? You know, like most of the time, you should be able to pretty reasonably suss out whether or not you're actually like debating someone, quote unquote, versus like when you're being horny, right? Like, even if you technically can try to wiggle on something, like you should know, you know, and like it's no hate against you. Everyone's going to do it. Inherent to especially like being on political discussions online, yada, yada. Just take it somewhere else. All right. Like, you think that you're getting heated with someone, you think that you're getting into a situation where you want to debate someone, then just I know it when I see it, RGR. Yep. Well, hey, it's the only way to be able to like deal with these situations, right? Like, essentially, if we have a hard, because here's exactly what's going to happen if we have a hard and fast rule. All right. If we have a hard and fast rule that has like specific criteria for what is horny and what is a debate, then what's going to happen? Like, I already know this is going to happen. I see you in chat. All right. I see you. What's exactly going to happen is that people who want a horny post or who want to debate are going to just try and wiggle as much as they can out of those exact criteria to the point where they're going to be able to be like, oh, I wasn't actually trying to be horny. Oh, I wasn't actually trying to have a political debate. I just was trying, I was completely ignorant. I was talking about something that's totally fine, even if it skirted the line a little bit. Like, no, we're not going to deal with that shit. Okay. Like, you know what you're doing, and if a mod tells you like, "Hey, cut that shit out," then take it somewhere else or drop it. You know, there's a difference between discussion and debate. Yep, exactly, and that's why it's like you can have discussions in the server. That's completely fine. That's completely okay. Have a good, you know, like obviously it's hard to not be in the server and talk to other people if you're not having a discussion, but like you well should know what a debate is. Okay, cool. Oh, and the other reason that we're doing that prudentially is just because it puts a lot of stress on the mod team. Like, again, we're making a lot of decisions here based on like what's going to be the easiest for the mods, you know? We have a lot of people who we recently promoted to friends, mods, and admins, and a lot of great people, and you should listen to them. But this is also new for them, or a lot of them. And it's going to be an adjustment. And so what I'm concerned with as we go through this is making sure that they have the easiest adjustment period as is possible. And so, especially as you are going throughout this, make sure, just be kind, you know? Like, don't be a shithead. Like, you all know, like, it's one of those things, like, don't be a dumbass, don't be a shithead, don't, like, antagonize the admins, or the mods, or whoever. Like, y'all know this, all right? Like, we shouldn't have to tell you, but, like, just think in the back of your head, like, you know, like, if what you're doing is going to make it a rough time for them, then just don't, you know? Okay, cool. And yeah, I think those are the main things. So what I want to do right now is, yeah, don't be a dick, be civil. Yeah, exactly. Fuck around and find out. Thank you, Volty. And with that, I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to join a call with a lot of my other friends and my mods and admins who are currently here and who are continuing a role in the community. And essentially, I'm going to let them also express what their expectations are and their thoughts on the process going forward. RGR, fuck you, have a good night. Sub sound effect went. Listen, it's coming, all right? I just had to, I've been busy, but I literally have the sound bite. In fact, hold on, can I get it? Here, I think I have it. Music. Fuck you, have a good night. There you go, all right? See, we have it, I just need to upload it, all right? Fuck you, have a good night. Yep. So just when I get around to it, like I literally have it clipped. I'm working, well, Volty, I already got it. Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? So listen, I already got it. I literally have to do the process of uploading it. It just takes like a second. For some reason, the other day the site was giving me a bit of an issue, but like I literally have it. All right. So there you go. All right. Without further ado, I'm gonna join the friends discussion.
Because it's part of the drama. But like,
hey, how's everyone doing?
Hello. Time to mute the stream so I'm not hearing everything twice.
Hey. How's it going?
All right.
All right, let's see. All right, you are all live on there we go. Now, if you want to, we could do this one of two ways. I could either go into the friends streaming category and you can come in one by one, or we could just hang out here. What would you all prefer?
I think a hangout would be good. That sounds like fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in case you haven't been watching, I assume that you've all been watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. So essentially right now what I want to do is I kind of want to turn it over to you so you can either introduce yourselves, maybe start with the admins or the mods or who you can all introduce yourself however you want to. And basically you can talk about who you are, your background, or anything that you think is relevant as it pertains to your contribution to the server. And then also kind of what your expectations are going forward in terms of the, what you expect of the community. Grayson, you're on the screen, so if you want to, you can go ahead and start.
Hello, Grayson.
Oh God, Grayson.
Oh no!
Wait, we lost
gone.
Grayson. Oh God.
We lost Grayson.
Oh no! What happened?
I guess the computer got stage fright.
Oh my God.
Wait, Grayson's back. Hi.
Grayson, you have returned.
Our
All
Lord
right.
and Savior.
They really didn't want me to introduce myself. It's
Yeah,
fine.
for real. Oh my God. Okay, well, hey, if you want, all right, I could either go through and just actually, you know what? I might just go through and just like do it alphabetically because I know that I've been in like enough Zoom calls that like when you have people like self-choose who to like introduce themselves, then it can get awkward. So do you mind if I just go through alphabetically?
Do it.
Yeah,
Cool.
Organized.
All right. Well, then let's start with Emily. Could you please introduce yourself?
Hey, I'm Emily. I've been friends with Riley for how long has it been, Riley? It's been a while.
It's been a hot moment. Like I think that I've known you. I've known you certainly longer than the server has existed. But I've known you like you're
Yeah.
probably one of my longest standing friends in the server. I met you. It was either the summer before law school or a little bit more before that. So probably wait, is that like 2 years at this point? Oh my God.
Yeah, and it's been amazing to see all you've achieved. It's really cool. You're kicking ass.
It's all right. Oh, also pronouns, name, all that good stuff.
Oh, yeah. Pronoun she, her.
Mhm.
I'm a trans woman, been on HRT about 2 years now. I believe I met Riley through ESO a while ago. As far as contributions to the server, I've studied a lot of, what is that? Psychological models and philosophy from various niche and more contemporary sources, along with my formal training as a scientist back in my old career path. I was a biotech consultant for biotech startups. But as far as contributions right now, I'm mainly kind of lurking today, wanting to meet the mod team, and I'm excited to see what y'all have to talk about with this town hall, and I'm excited to meet y'all.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Emily. I really appreciate it. All right, Fresh Punk, if you want to say anything, I see you're muted. If not, we'll just skip.
No, I'm here. It's Fresh Bits. I changed it to Fresh Punk just because Daft Punk broke up. But
Oh, I'm
just
sorry.
kinda like,
Yeah, I was
No,
confused,
no,
but I always go by just
whatever.
yeah.
But mainly, mainly I joined the server because I liked your content, and then the also kind of the space that created for like learning and everything, the whole research document and all that was super helpful. And despite everything that happened, like I share no ill will for a lot of the people that were here prior before all this, and nor do I share any ill will towards anyone that stuck by, and certainly I stuck by as well because I feel like this has just been kind of a big mess, and however it all leads up to, however it all ends up being, as long as we stick to the core tenets of what we've just said, or what you just said, of the number one, number two, number three kind of thing, and of course number one ESO, yay! I don't play ESO, yeah, like I just I would love like that core tenet to stay as much as possible. That's super important, at least to me personally. But about me, so I'm not academic. I consider myself to be a student always. And if there's one contribution, I mean, it's not really much of a contribution, but pretty much I work in the entertainment industry. So like I've been doing that for a couple of years now. And so if anything, like I have decent understanding of like media analysis, and because I studied media studies in college, media analysis, some journalism, and and representation, something I'm really I care a lot about, and I also care a lot about it's kind of a meme at this point, but the culture war, whatever it is, that is kind of important. Like we definitely want the culture to shift more towards the left side of things, because it's better for everyone else. Like it actually helps stuff like representation actually helps like children, like in the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like there's a reason why like certain movies like Black Panther became such a big deal for for communities, and hopefully that extends more, to trans people, that extends more to LGBT, anyone from the LGBT plus community. I hope that expands more. um and that's generally where I sit, essentially. Like I said, I'm not much of an academic. I'm just here really more or less to learn.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much. And yeah, I really appreciate you sticking around. It seems like, yeah, no, it sounds like you'll be a great contribution to space, and that's great. Grayson, what do you got? You're live.
Yeah, so I've been around since early this summer, I think. I started by coming on a stream just talking a little bit about working on Capitol Hill. So I guess that kind of leads into what I do as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just kind of how I got involved in the server. So that's something I'd like to see kind of continue, is that kind of praxis of actively going out and engaging with elected officials, whether it be through town halls or testimony or anything like that. And it's also been a lot of fun, mostly just to play ESO, right? That's what we're all here, right?
Yes, this is only, yeah, no, actually, screw everything. This is only an ESO server. That's all that we're doing here.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, like, actually, could you talk? Because I mean, like, it's cool. I probably want to ask you a little bit more, because now you are one of my admins. So, and one of the reasons why, definitely, I think that your background really helps with this. So, could you like tell everyone a little bit, for people who aren't aware? Could you tell everyone, Olivia, you're getting some static coming through, so you have to mute yourself.
Sorry, let me try and fix that.
Okay. But yeah, Grayson, could you like tell people a little bit about your background, your work experience, and all that good stuff?
Yeah, so I actually ended up in activism just because like I got kind of fed up with shitty things that were happening in my life, and I knew that policy was a really good way to change that. I served in the military under Don't Ask, Don't Tell. So that was really a lot of fun as a trans man, and at the time I was living as an out lesbian. So good times, and that was something that pissed me off. I worked in an ER and got punched in the face by a patient. And
wait, what? You never told me that. Holy shit.
Yeah. I mean, it was an inner city ER. Like, it was a pretty common occurrence. But when I tried to press charges, the cops were like, "You can't do that," and that was something that ticked me off. These things just kept happening, and I finally eventually got involved myself. And through some of the work I was doing on the activism side, I wound up working for a congressional office on Capitol Hill. So I've worked for some people in the House of Representatives. Done a little research for a few different nonprofits and things like that, mostly toward like racial injustice and trans rights.
That is, yeah, suffice it to say, I don't know, like, I still stand by the fact that, like, I remember the first time that you talked. I think the video is still up, by the way. I think it might be unlisted because, unfortunately, it did. This is what I hate about doing online politics, is that, like, the most informative conversations I have are the ones that perform the least. So, but it is still up on my channel. I think it's unlisted, but if people want to go back and watch it, like I still remember that conversation and I loved it, you know, because I love having people in the community who have done the exact kind of work that we're trying to do. And like, if people want to know how to go work on Capitol Hill, I mean, you helped me get my externship where I'm working for a legislator on Capitol Hill. Like, if people, like,
Yes.
not only is it like theoretically possible, it's literally possible. Yeah, I really appreciate, so obviously, I really appreciate you taking up, or accepting the admin position, not only because I think that you're, well, not only because you're like a great person, and I think that you're a really good representative for the community and exactly like what we're trying to achieve, but you also have this wonderful experience that I think that like that coupled with your, just like who you are, can really help the community grow going forward. So,
Thanks.
yeah.
I appreciate it. Also, that said, just from the admin team, I want to put this out there. We are all taking a fuck around and find out approach to this no horny and no debate rule, y'all.
Oh, yeah,
So,
yeah. Oh, yeah. No, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, fuck around and find out. Otherwise, love you.
Oh my god, that's great. Okay, Haley, what's up? What's happening?
Hello, it is me, Haley. I have been a mod slash friend slash here for a minute now, since I kind of joined right around the start of COVID.
Oh wow, yeah, it's been a moment.
Yeah, it's definitely been basically, it's almost been I think, God, I don't know if it's been a year since I've been in the server, but it's definitely been a long time. The first time we met, I believe it was over ESO. I think we were all hanging out. I think it was, we were all hanging out in ESO chat, and then I was like, okay, I'll get ESO, and then we played ESO.
Oh my god, that's amazing. We've come full circle. Yeah, no, you're like the second person out. We've come full circle. ESO was the thing that started it all, and it's going to be the thing that brings us all back together. This is great. This is amazing.
Professionally, I am currently getting a degree in media. After that, I'm going to try and hopefully enter the military, and I run a trans support group at my college campus. That's kind of what I'm kind of doing right now, in terms of trans advocacy and all that. I'm also a lean, mean meme machine, and that's about everything I got.
Oh my god, that's amazing. I didn't know, actually. I didn't realize that you wanted to join the military. This is news to me.
Yes, well, I've talked about it before. It just hasn't been, I don't talk about it all the time, but yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that's awesome. I remember there was a time when I wanted to. I've talked about that, but yeah, that's awesome. All right, that's great. Hey, Lathus, you're up. What do you got?
Oh boy. I've been here for several months now, and I've been contributing here and there, mostly just trying to learn. Degree computer science, maybe potentially go to law school. Don't know quite yet. Work with computers. I was conversing in the clock tower when events started to go down.
Oh god.
And yeah, so I was there when everything happened. So we were just kind of talking, and then we started to hear shouting, and we were like, what's happening? And then like, oh, huh, this is interesting. Because I joined in on the stream during the Godzilla conversation.
Oh
so,
god. Yeah.
So I went from there to like the complete other end of the spectrum in the same sitting, and I was like, huh, this is an interesting development. But yeah. Fun times. I'm here and trying to learn, and everyone be nice. Don't make foolish mistakes.
Yep.
And be nice to Shelly.
Yes, please be nice to Shelly. Oh my god, wait, hold on. Let me bring out, hold on. This is a perfect moment. Wait.
Jellofish. Jellofish the third.
Alright, first rule, first and foremost, you must be nice. Sand, crap. Sand, crap. There's sand in there. You must be nice to Shelly. Alright, sorry. Shelly has lots of sand. I put sand in her terrarium. And I forgot about that. Now there's sand everywhere. Fuck. Oh my god, now they're, oh fuck, there was sand in there. All right. But yes, please be nice to Shelly. Also, the bot. Yes, no, I actually have a tortoise named Shelly. Yes, please be nice. All right, awesome. Snaky, could you introduce yourself? And in the meantime, while you're doing that, I'm gonna go wash my cup, which has sand in it now.
Hi, I'm Snaky. I'm not a huge fan of sand. It's rough, it's coarse, and it gets everywhere. But beyond that, though, I've been a part of the server since probably like late spring, maybe early June. But yeah, so I first discovered Riley it's been like a year I think ago that I discovered Riley when she made her video. I think it was like in response to like a ContraPoints video, not in response to, but like something like supporting ContraPoints and all that. And from there on, like I've been following like Riley's content. I joined the Discord, and since then it's been a very interesting and very amazing journey. Being a part of this community, being part of being able to meet so many great people and try and follow what Riley has been doing. Me personally, I work in pharmaceuticals. I did my undergrad in biochemistry. I did a master's degree in chemistry, and so I get to so I pretty much make science go burr essentially in real life. And but I think what I like about what Riley does, I think is a very unique place in BreadTube that she takes up with. That's very heavily focused on research, not just for issues related to trans people, but also like you've seen like other social issues as well, like prison reform, like police brutality, so on and so forth. And to be able to like help out with all that using the research that I do, or excuse me, the research skills that I do to like find research papers and put them all together, to also be able to flex out and to do it in other fields like such as these issues. I think it has really helped me improve as a researcher, and I think I've helped a lot with the community in whatever ways I've been able to help. So it's awesome to be here. I love you all, and that's all I got.
Thank you, Snaky. That's awesome. I can't remember. I think you may have mentioned. Well, I knew that you worked in like a science field, but I didn't know that you had a master's. That's amazing. Oh my god, I'm learning so much tonight. But yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Manic, you're up. What do you got?
Hi, my name is Manic. I joined the server sometime around the end of September, I think. I joined because I really enjoyed your content, because the way you would logically process things was preferable to basically debating things out like I saw other streamers do.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I also happened to be playing ESO at the time, so it sort of clicked in with that too. It's just
it brings everything together.
Exactly.
Oh my god. ESO actually, unironically, really coming out and carrying the community. Oh my god. I'm hogging so hard right now. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're fine. But yeah, just I really love the sense of community here, and I really enjoy the sense of praxis that I get from doing these research documents, putting argumentation out there in a formal letterhead, and allowing people to gather and coalesce in a way that pushes a more progressive policy in politics. And I really love to facilitate that.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it. Also, Jody, if you're watching right now, I think that you have the right person. Anyway, okay. Olivia, hey, what do you got?
Yes. Hi. So my name is Olivia. I kinda got thrown off guard by getting the friends role yesterday.
Hey, you know what? There's a first say for
Gotta
everyone.
be a first time for everything.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm still in high school, so I don't really have much that I do. I mean, I like to write. I do poetry sometimes. I 3D model. I've been in the server, I think, since August. And this server really helped me with, like, accepting myself. And it was awesome. So I'm here.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Next up. Oh shit, it's me. The only thing I have to contribute is that right now, I am the #1 ESO streamer on Twitch.
Woo!
And that's all that's relevant, baby!
It's in the chat. Riley Park's in the chat.
Can we get some? Yeah, can we get some RGR? Can we get some RGR hypes, pogs, all that good shit in chat? Yes, all that good shit. Is that it? Oh yeah, RGR pog. Yes, there we go. I always use RGR. I mean, like they're kind of like interchangeable.
We
Yeah,
need an
that.
RGR ESO emote, like where it's combined into one.
Oh, we can do that eventually, yeah. But yeah, no. So yeah, that's the only thing that I contribute. Listen, I put bread out. I put food on the table. That's the only way I can contribute. I already said my bit earlier, so yeah. All right. Up next, Socks. What do you got?
Well, I'm pretty much just a whole conglomeration of random things that you don't think normally should go together. I am a college student currently working 4 part-time jobs. I do art. I am a pre-engineering student. I really like the color orange in Magikarps. So if you want to be on my good side, that's how you do it. Just orange and Magikarps. And I'm 19, so I guess there's that. But other than that, please don't be mean to me. I will unironically cry. Oh yeah, and I go by any pronoun, so.
Hey, we stand Sock.
We absolutely
you'll be kicked if you make Sock cry, unironically.
True.
I'd say a temp ban would be suitable.
I could get behind that. Look at us making decisions right here on stream.
Okay, but here's the thing. If you do that, you're going to ban a lot of people because I cry really easily. Let's not do that.
Aw. All right, and then last is one of our other new admins, Volty. What do you got?
Saving the best for last.
Indeed, thank you. My name is Volty. I use they them pronouns. I am currently an admin on this server. I've been on the server for a few months now. So I've been hanging out for a minute. I was just eating chicken on stream. Food eater Volty, yes indeed, Crib Cycle. I am currently working towards starting an electrical engineering major. So that's pretty cool. And this past week has left me with very little patience. So please do not make my life more irritating than it has to be. But I try to be comfy and I try to be friendly whenever I can. So.
Yay! Well, thank you. I really appreciate it. And also, I feel an onus to say a little bit more about admins, just because, like, so basically, I won't discern my criteria for promoting friends because I don't want people trying to get friends because then y'all will try to game the system. I just want, and no, we don't want that. Just interact with the server and you'll be fine. But like, for mods and admins, with mods, it's basically like people who I feel trustworthy. You know, obviously there's the promotion criteria is essentially who do we trust to enforce the guidelines that we set for the community and like kind of enforce the community, like the rules and also the standards that we have. But then on top of that, admins essentially are people who I promote, who I think also themselves set the standard for how I want the community to go going forward. And Volty, I think that you're, like, not only the fact, like, to me, the fact that in the wake of everything happening that you were doing probably the most legwork to keep everything afloat like I took a lot of notice in that, and it says to me that you care a lot about this community and making sure that it's a really great space going forward. And I think that's amazing. I think it's unseen, and I think it's very hard to find people who are like that. And so I'm just very happy to have you as an admin going forward. I don't know if that means anything. I don't know. Sometimes I like to be
very sweet.
Yeah, I like to. But yeah.
I just like I saw like this is a place that I've been hanging out on a lot since I joined, and that's been pretty cool. And I when I saw everybody leaving, I immediately thought of like the community, and because I was like, my first immediate instinct was like, oh shit, everybody's leaving, and then like, what do I do? And then I was like, well, I have to be here to help everybody else. So here I am.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate it. All right, and I think that gets through everyone, at least everyone who's in the call. So thank you. So first off, everyone, so let me just say it again to all the friends, admins, mods, everyone who's here. Thank you again. So basically, all right, it's 11:30, and we're still getting people asking questions. So what I'm wondering is, I'm wondering if we should either do the rest of the video tomorrow, or if we should even do it at all. Like, I don't know. I'm trying. Like, what do y'all think? Because if Destiny,
is it necessary? Like, do we really need to do the video? Like the rest of it? I think we got a point. I don't know.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Volty.
Or if you also like, I mean, like if people also have like still have questions. I mean, because it seemed like it was a lot of it seemed to be general chat after a while.
Mm-hmm.
So like, if people have questions about what is expected of them in the community, they're more than welcome to like send a mod mail. We have like I just got the mod mail fixed, so you're more than welcome to DM the mod mail bot if you wanted to cover the rest of the video, Riley.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, IDK, if it's necessary, I don't think it's right. Yeah, I mean, like, right now, because, like, if I were to splice together essentially like that, like, going over the first half of it, it was, like, 3 hours. So it might be, like, a 6-hour video just going over it. I mean, like, I don't know.
Well, there was a lot of breaks in between as well.
There were a lot of breaks, but it would just be, like, editing it together would just be, like, a ton of effort on me. I don't think it's very necessary. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I'm genuinely of the opinion at this point that, like, I don't know, like here, for example, let's pull up the video. Because I was looking at this earlier today.
You could also just like vibe with ESO the rest of the night. Like that's something you could do.
I could. Well, I mean, like I probably, because I have work tomorrow, so I'm probably not going to stream for too much longer anyway.
Oh,
here.
gotcha.
Critical support for vibing and sleep.
Yeah, look at this fucking ratio. All right, 950. Like it's almost 50. All right. And then also on top of that, yeah, no, that like look at that ratio. Like that is rough. Real quick, can you drop the guild name for ESO? Oh yeah, actually, so if we don't go over this, then we can go over the guild stuff tonight. That can be a good trade-off. But yeah, like look at this ratio, and then we can go over to my channel in comparison. All right, so not only does the actual debate have like 17,000 more likes, and also the Talking to Destiny has 18,000 likes, but on top of that, look at that ratio. Like, I do have a lot of dislikes, but that is a way, way better ratio, right? Like, literally 1,000 more likes than dislikes, you know? Like,
amazing.
Yeah, exactly. And so, like, and then, like, all the videos afterwards talking about it have done really well. Like, Talking Destiny, like, that hasn't even, like, and again, another video with 1,000 more likes and dislikes, 18K views. Let's see, Avi, well, I mean, like, that was just getting into the merits of the argument. Talking to Lumi, that has a really good ratio. Like, I'm just generally of the opinion that, like, most, like, the overwhelming consensus after the video dropping is that people are in my corner, you know? IDK, what the fuck Demon was thinking? Yeah, it's fine if you want to move on from here. All has been said. Yeah, I mean, like, I just don't think that's really necessary. I mean, like, again, I don't like drumming up things just for drama. I've talked a lot about this because I thought it's necessary, especially, like, each of these conversations individually have something really good to contribute to public dialogue, you know? But, like, I feel like if people just don't, but, like, if there's really, like, if the people who agree with her are the minority, like, the vast minority opinion, and overwhelmingly everyone else agrees with me, then, like, I'm not really motivated to keep talking about it. It's worth
Getting
it for
back
setting the
to
record
it.
IMO. Like, do you think it's all right? So, do you think it's actually worth it? Because essentially, what it would be like a 6-hour video, going over all of it. Like, do you think do you all think that it would be worth it to have like would you watch a 6-hour video that goes up on my YouTube? Like, you get a notification at the beginning of your day or whatever that RGR uploads like video title destroying or going over the Demon Mama manifesto.
Yeah, I think that people who have already decided it's that they don't want to listen to you, I don't know if they would be convinced by a video to Demon Mama's response to you.
Right. Destiny is helping setting the record straight for a wider audience. Yeah, that's also true. Because I know that he's streaming on Twitch to like 3,000 people. And he's also, because he dual streams now. So he's also streaming to another 3K here. So he's streaming to like 6,000 people right now.
Using tactics he himself admits to using on other people. Have you ever heard of the concept of crazy making?
Yeah, so. I don't know. I just really don't want to be perfectly honest. Like.
Then don't.
Alright. Yeah, I mean, like, providing context for people unable to watch the stream directly, so I think it's worth it if it's possible. I think it's worthy countering the video on stream, so I think directly is worth it. Providing context for people unable to watch the stream directly, so I think it's worth it possible. So I'm going to be honest, I think if you go over the video, would be entertaining. It would be cool to see your personal perspective on the video, but you should prioritize your stress level over this entertainment value. I think you covered it extensively. I would watch a video that concisely covers all your points, your gender explanation, without mentioning Demon Mama. Well, I mean...
Going over it again, though?
Yeah, I mean, like, it'd be going over... I mean, like, if you don't... Like, I genuinely believe I've covered sufficiently, like, my perspective on gender at this point. Like... I'll send, like, if people have an issue, you can email me and I'll send you, like, a letter at the end of the week after all the videos have come out. Maybe a conclusion video later on. I was kind of hoping tonight to be the conclusion. Like, the town hall was supposed to be, like, the thing where we put this all behind us. And so, like, I feel like if I go over it tomorrow, it's just going to drag it out even more. Because then she's going to be like, Destiny and Riley both reacted to the video again. Yada, 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 yada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we can we just move on? Yeah. I am real excited for that time when you plant the line in the sand and just say, okay, this no more.
Yeah. Can you do a
No
video
more
that's
discussing this. Fuck around and find out.
Can you do the video? Just publish a response and be done with it? Well, I mean, like, what's the response? I mean, like, people saw me going through it. I mean, like, literally, she clips me out of context so many times, it's almost laughable. RGR willing to talk about a certain point, not yet talked about. I've watched all the vids and streams. It's a short point. On another stream. Right now, we're not, like, this stream is not talking about the gender stuff. We can do that another night. Like, this week, I want to do research. Well, tomorrow, I want to go back and reorganize my docs a little bit. And then Wednesday, I want to research trans athletes, and then Thursday, I want to, or not trans athletes, trans youth. Thursday, I want to finish that, and then Friday, we can probably, Grayson getting crunk. Wait, what?
I don't know. I have no idea. Apparently.
All right.
I think the last time I heard crunk, it was like the early 2000s, and I was listening to Kesha. Like,
yeah, for real. I've not heard that one in a while. Like, that one is new to me. All right, but I don't know. I think that, like, it's clear.
Like, where my Little John?
All right, well, it's 11:38, so I'm definitely not going over the video right now. So the question would be, would I go over the video tomorrow? And I'll just have to think on it. I'll talk to my mods a little bit over DM, but, like, right now, I'm really against it because, like, essentially it would mean basically another 3 hours, and then it would turn into, like, a 6-hour upload vid. Unrelated, today, the Illinois governor signed the abolition of cash bail and police reform into law. Fucking awesome. Chill. Wait, you mean, like, he didn't abolish police reform. He abolished cash bail and put police reform into law. In which case, cool. That's great. I'll keep watching, but it's 4 a.m. Yeah. It's not worth it to let this whole thing drag out. Yeah. Like, basically, the way that I see it, because you have to acknowledge that, like, you know, essentially, like, if you make a response, then, like, the way that I usually see responses, or the way that I usually handle it, is when, how do I put it? There's always the possibility that someone will respond to you, right? Like, there's always the possibility that someone could respond. You know, if you say something, there's always the possibility that someone will punch back. And so the consideration is always, is it worth it, right? There's a million people who make I can't tell you how many people have already started making hit pieces about me, right? Most of the time I don't respond to them because they're by channels that are like only a few subscribers and they get 0 views, you know? I considered going over the response on my stream today, but it felt gross, so I learned about social construction is again way harder, more boring, less views, but more important. That's awesome, Pixie. That's great. But yeah, I mean, like, that's more productive, right? And so, like, basically the consideration is it worth it? Usually when I determine is it worth it, like, the primary consideration is, are there enough people who agree with that view that it warrants me challenging it? And remember the diss track? Oh my, wait, we haven't actually hold on, someone get me the diss track. We haven't actually watched the full diss track. But like, this is a good example, all right? Because like, this is an example of a response, heavy quotations, that I've gotten to me, that I've never responded to because it's just like so insignificant that it's not worth it. Here, let's find it. Where are you? Hold on, where is it? I need to find it. Where's the diss track? I know it's here. Yeah, I know it's from this channel. Where is it? Is it this one? That's 8 minutes, so it can't be that one. It's like 3 minutes. I can't find it. It can't be this one. Can it? Is it that one? Oh, wait. All right, hold on. All right. So just to give you an idea, all right? So basically, RGR Destiny finished watching the video, but I guess it's too late to talk with him. Oh, wait. Hey, I want to talk about how do I go? I have so many questions about trans issues. Well, we're not talking about that right now. Destiny finished watching. Wait, Destiny already got finished watching the video? No way.
No way.
No.
No way.
No.
No way. There's no way. Are you kidding me?
He like gave up.
He just started it. There's no way he just finished it. Is there? Really?
No, he
Definitely
did.
should be
What the
gatekeeping,
fuck?
Which is why there's so much contention over debating.
How? Wait, hold on. Fam, did he actually like get all the way through it, or did he just like
Yeah.
He got all the way through it.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Damn.
What a Chad.
Oh my
Did
god.
he run that shit on double speed? Probably.
Yeah, Destiny listens. He probably got like a plug-in to get like 4 times speed.
Wait, really?
on
Holy
YouTube.
shit. He was playing dice and lightly commenting? Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would make sense.
Proof that there's no reason to continue this. All right, true. But yeah, like let me give you all an example. All right, this is an example of like one of the many responses, heavy quotations, that I've gotten. All right.
Like snort.
Emotes, there's a transphobic push shot. Oh god.
Oh yeah, don't go watch. Yeah, no, don't go actually pay attention. Listen.
Yeah. Contemplating this bullshit got me going crazy. Nowadays I'm seeing hazy. Y'all know me, y'all could not push me to this fucking edge, or someone's gonna end up dead. And I don't say that shit lightly. I don't talk to the feds. Bitch, all I'm seeing is red. How the fuck you lying my name? I ain't played about this shit. I'm trying to win in this shit. I'ma be the last standing in this bitch. This game about durability and I'm built to last. Y'all ain't got no fucking lifestyle. Y'all ain't got no fucking talent. Y'all ain't got no fucking voice. I really wanna share on my voice. I really do this till I die. I get no fuck what you say, because cause all you did was lie. How the fuck you try to cross me over, act like we was friends? Now I'm going toe to toe into the end. I ain't give a fuck cause I ain't finna defend. That's why I'ma go get an attack, and I gotta watch my back. That's why I be keeping my gap. I'ma pull it out.
Destiny's willing to talk to me. Oh shit, all right. But yeah, so for people, so like, listen, I've never gone over this on stream just because like, so basically for people who are wondering, you can go watch the debate. It's the debate I had with Janae Rose. Literally the entire contention was she felt entitled to come onto my live stream and promote herself because she didn't have as much money or came from a poorer background. That was that was the contention, is that she was entitled to my platform.
That was the origin of the raised surfaces meme. So.
Oh my god, yeah. For people who are here, yeah, that we used to, yeah.
What is the platform? RGR? Would you like to let us all know what a platform is?
Oh, a platform is a raised surface, on which and then it cuts out. Yeah. Like, listen. But like that's the thing, right? Is that like this person has made like multiple videos about me after the fact, but like I don't really care about them because I know that they're not worth responding to because no one really cares about her opinion. I'm sorry, but this beat is pretty good. It seems as though you lost this debate. You know, all right. You know what? I'm sorry. I did lose. All right, there. I lost that debate. Maybe I'll make that into like one of my notifications. That it's like, you know, Vosh has the Vosh bad. Maybe I'll do that. RGR derangement? Yes, unironically. No, RGR derangement syndrome is absolutely a thing. All right.
Listen, fuck your facts and logic. I'm gonna beat you with beats and freestyles. It's fine. That's all I need to change your mind.
Amazing. I'm in general lobby. Oh, Destiny's room. Hello there.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, not much. How's you doing?
Pretty good.
Cool. I was told you went over the fucking hit piece. How'd that go?
It was kind of boring.
Yeah.
She just like clipped a bunch of small things, tried to make herself out to be a victim, and I don't know. Not much to say.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, I was going over it the other night with stream. But I mean, like, I don't know. I essentially only got like halfway through it. And then I got interrupted. And so like tonight the plan was to finish it. But I mean, I don't know. I genuinely, I mean, like, a lot of it is just like some of the most dishonest clipping that I've seen out of a lot of people. Like, I'd expect like better out of like reactionaries normally, you know? And so, you know, I genuinely, I don't know, like right now, like I know that it's in a lot of ways about me, and obviously it's about you as well, but like if there are people who are able to walk away from watching that and genuinely believe that she's in the right and that we're in the wrong, then I don't know. I'm not sure if those were people that I could reasonably convince to begin with. Yep.
Yeah, well, it sucks.
Yeah. So is this just doing online politics? Is just everyone makes a bunch of snipes about you all the time, and you just
Yeah. The problem is that like I think as a smaller community person, maybe you get to have better conversations, but once you reach a certain level where people hate you, you're just gonna you just have to argue about what you've said in the past and what you've meant in the past. So like, I think I've had like two. I think it was with you and with Pisco, are like I think the only two discussions I think I've really had about like the Rittenhouse self-defense thing. I think. And then every other conversation has just basically been about whether or not I'm a Nazi. Basically, yeah. That's basically like the level of online discourse. My whole career is this, by the way. And I don't think it's just unique to me. I think that that's how it works. It's very tribalistic.
I mean, that sounds like shit.
Yeah, it's pretty lame. And then there are certain really hairy issues that you have to be careful of, because if you don't toe the line on it, you're going to get brutalized. So like trans issues are one of those things where, yeah. You have to be that one thing that you're giving. You have to be so careful on that. I'm sure you understand rhetorically why people say like trans women are women, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah, because you don't want to have exclusionary groups or whatever. And the way that Demon Mama clipped you, a lot of people are probably going to come away thinking that like, oh, like Demon Mama or not Demon Mama, Riley wants to gatekeep trans people, basically. Say that some trans women aren't really women because she doesn't meet the trans medicalist definition or whatever. Is what people are going to be saying.
Right. Even though she literally, like, I'm not sure if you watched the video, but literally like 5 seconds later, I say, all I'm concerned about is like dealing with like this particular logical issue, and that there's another way to accomplish the exact same thing.
She doesn't have that part, of course, but yeah,
exactly. But I mean, like, that's But yeah, no, I could totally get like why someone could walk away, because I mean like it's very like it is like literally clip chipping just you know, trying to specifically avoid including that context.
Yeah, because it's more fun to just call you transphobe and then go there than to actually engage with any of the subject matter. So
yeah, do you notice the one clip? I only got like halfway through the video, so I haven't watched the second half. I have no idea what's in it. I know that there was another clip that she included in the first half where it actually wasn't related to anything that she was saying. It was just like a point where I think it was like me getting like emotional. And I think that the implication was like supposed to be, oh, Riley is too emotional to be able to adequately engage with this content or this conversation.
maybe there were a few clips I saw where it was like, I don't know why this is in here at all.
Yeah.
It was just kind of weird. There was one of me too where it was like from a totally different stream. I was like, okay, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good luck.
Yeah, I know, right? All right. Yeah. Well, I guess I'll. Do you have any? I don't know. Do you have any like final thoughts on it, or like I don't know, just like I don't even know how I'm supposed to feel about this. Like at the end of the day, like it's really weird to me because this seems like literally half of my community left over it, and it feels like the stupidest thing, you know? Like it's like this is the thing that ended up splitting my community, and it's just kind of like, really, like this is what did it. Yeah,
it's especially frustrating when it doesn't really feel like you said much that's controversial. Unfortunately, I'm probably a big catalyst to a lot of that because I have a very bad online reputation. So there's probably a lot of people that they won't say it, but a big part of why they left is because it felt like you jumped towards my community.
Oh yeah, well I mean like,
which is super transphobic. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean like they're definitely. Say it, yeah, like I can share a little bit as far as like my experience on that, because basically the timeline of events. So like when Demon Mama released the vid. So like that was around the time where a lot of people from like, for example, like D.GG were coming into my Discord to like show support, right? And around that same time, like that basically happened into the day when Dima Mama released the video. And so tensions were really high, and a lot of my mods, like really did not like they just had like really bad opinions about it, or like the mods that ended up leaving. And so what was interesting was that a lot of people basically came into my community to say like, you know, I've ended up getting a lot of emails about like being banned, or from people being banned for essentially going in and saying like Destiny's not a piece of shit. And like my mods just like would ban over that.
Yeah, that's
like very
right,
like very
that's
like,
my experience with literally every Twitch community. Even if I like the content creator, we have a really good relationship, their chats just all fucking hate me. I think that Twitch just in general, after especially post Hassan's growth, is just very left. And if you're like not a socialist, you're basically a fascist. So that's kind of where I'm at with most Twitch audiences right now.
That shit. It's gonna be unfortunate. I mean, it's kind of weird because like early on in my career, whatever you want to call it, earlier on, I had like one or two debates about like just defending electoralism. I don't know. I'm kind of like
big mistake.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, right? Because I mean, like I'm literally
studying law.
Yeah. Well, I'm studying law, and also like I'm like I don't know. I'm not sure how much I've talked to you about what I'm doing right now, but like I'm working for like legislators at the state and federal level, right? Like I'm literally learning how to like do electoralism, and it's kind of like, I don't know, like it's kind of weird for me to be put essentially in a spot where I have to like debate whether or not any of the things I'm learning about right now are actually
real, or if it's all just. But it's so much more fun to say like corporations just buy everything and nothing is real and everything is fake and.
Yeah, exactly. And so
like I've ever heard.
Yeah. And so it's like and so like I'm not gonna. I don't feel like that there's anything that would reasonably budge me on that. Not necessarily because I'm like not gonna hear out
They're
any
on top
other
of this
argument,
building.
but because like, you know, I'm getting more and more knowledgeable every day about like how to be able to affect meaningful legislative change. And like I'm firmly convinced right now that there are plenty of ways to be able to do it, and that most of the time the thing that keeps people from doing that is like lacking the proper information of how to, because like the information is hard to access, right? Like
kind of, or it's just not, we don't talk about it much because it's not fun. The information is actually pretty easy to access. It's just boring, so nobody cares to look it up.
Right. But I mean like so for example, one interesting nuance, right? Just because like, so I'm working for a state legislator this semester, and that's, I mean like the federal externship is interesting too, but like I'm much more involved at the state level, because like when you work, like my personal recommendation, if people watch right now and you're like in a position where you're able to extern or intern for like a state or a federal legislator, I would 100% recommend the state level, because like a state level congressperson, whether it's like a delegate or a senator, is going to be a lot less staffed and is going to have like a lot more that you can do at basically an entry level. And so like
if you go work for a federal level person, you're going to be filing dumbass paperwork. But if you work for a state level person, there's not going to be so many people there, so you'll probably be more involved in the process, right?
Yeah, exactly. And so like for example, the federal level person I'm working for, I'm just writing like mainly I'm doing research on several niche topics, and I'm writing a lot of constituent letters. But like for the state level person, like I've literally I've written testimony for him on different bills that he's running. I've coordinated, like I've represented him in various meetings. Like I get to actually, like I'm working in the office, the federal externship that's entirely online, both because of COVID and also because of like because of the attack on DC. And but comparatively, like I actually get to
right here.
Oh, what?
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh.
Nope, go ahead.
Okay. But like over in DC, or like for my state externship, like I get to go to
coming up.
Annapolis and actually like work there.
In our building?
Yes. Sorry, hold on. Fuck, I'm cutting off with them right now.
Oh my god.
What?
Wrong fucking button. They're on the wait.
Dan, what are you doing?
I don't fucking.
How did he just come up right behind
I have
you?
no idea.
What?
Oh, there's a.
Okay. Sorry, hold on. Go ahead. Finish your thing.
You know, just if we weren't talking about fucking politics, now is not the goddamn time, okay? We're in the fucking game. I can't. I'm sorry. This is too fucking much, okay? I don't want to hear about the fucking Marxist economy under Stalin or something. I want to hear about fragging out, okay? That's what I'm talking about right now.
Sorry, Dan. I forgot I had to handle this. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, I can't deal with this fucking silence.
Riley,
I need comms.
She's bringing us home. Okay, Riley, you're working with the person, Annapolis. Go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
Dan is the.
So basically, like, it's really cool because I actually get to go there and work in person, and like you end up learning so much more about like the ways that you could be able to, as a constituent, interact with a state level congressperson and get them to like adopt your ideas or do what you want to, right? Because basically, I'm kind of acting as like the.
I didn't need any call-outs. Fuck this game.
Well, okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, but I agree with what you're saying 100%. For sure.
Yeah. Like for example, one really interesting thing is that like a lot of people think that emailing a congressperson is the best way to be able to get in contact with them. That's the last thing I would ever recommend. Do not email a congressperson, because what's going to happen is that it's going to be like the email is going to be like put off to an intern like me. It's going to be sorted into a folder, and I'm going to write a constituent letter for him to basically glance over and give a seal of approval, and then I'm going to mass send it out to everyone who sent like a vaguely similar email. So don't do that. But like there are ways to be able to interact with someone. Like for example, if you call the office and set up a time to come in person, especially if you are a constituent of that delegate or that congressperson, it's very important. Like whenever you call to set up a time where you go in and talk to that person, you need to include your zip code. It's the most important thing. Like you could say literally anything else. If you say that if you say, hi, my name is so-and-so and I belong to, and then you say the zip code of whatever area that they are, a representative of, then they essentially they have to set up a meeting with you, or at least that's the way that they treat it. And then you can go in or like set up a Zoom call and you can express your ideas and actually make a meaningful impact. And that's a good way to do it. Another way, like what I've been doing recently, is to go in and testify on bills. Federal level, it's really hard because you have to be invited. So essentially you have to be like a representative of like a large interest group or like a notable, I don't know, someone in the public eye, right? But the state level, especially if your state has it like really like a lot of tools to make it really accessible, like anyone can do it. I think I talked about this one of the last times I talked to you, but like, the session started up and I was just like, fuck it, I'll take my own advice. And I've testified on like 5 different bills so far. And also, side note, it's also really easy to be able to write an op-ed. That was something I didn't know about the last time I talked, but like a friend reached out and was like, hey, you testified on this bill. You could be able to write an op-ed and submit it if you want to. And I was like, fuck, sure, why not? And I wrote an op-ed. It was, there's a bill that's happening in Maryland right now to get rid of the trans-panic defense. I testified on that, and then after I used the same research and I just wrote an op-ed and submitted it to Maryland Matters, and it got published, and that happened, and there's a good chance. Like I talked to my delegate after, and he was like, "Holy shit, you might actually make a difference," and it's like, fuck, like a lot of these
local
things.
Politics, good things. Yeah, true.
Yeah,
I had a big conversation with an author guy before this show.
Yeah, and so
about
like
literally the exact topic. So.
Yeah, but I truly think that a lot of people who want to be able to do these things, like probably, like there's probably a lot of people who want to do these kind of things, but just don't know how to. Like that's my personal belief. And so like and I'm trying to remember where I was going with that. I don't know. It's very interesting, kind of like going to the space. Maybe I'll tie this back into like the online politics discussion and like how things tend to be, because like it's interesting because like I'll live stream the testimony because the Maryland testimony I've been doing has been like it's all been virtual with COVID, and so like I've been able to live stream those. I have gotten like every time I stream those and I re-upload them, those are my worst performing videos in the last month. You know.
Yep.
Like it's crazy.
When I was interviewing like people running for Congress, because I was trying to figure out how to be like politically effective when I was interviewing people running for Congress, those videos always got really bad engagement.
Yeah, when I was interviewing people for Congress, we went to the Bone Zone a lot, and when we were there, we talked about some really serious issues, like how many frags we got, what guns we got on the fucking ground, how many people were coming to our area, if they're gonna be you fucking just stop.
Okay, final words, Riley, so Dan doesn't lose his mind.
Yeah. Sorry. No. So like, I guess online politics sucks, but I don't know. Maybe it'll get better.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Well, hey, if you ever want to chat or anything, let me know. Thanks for chatting. I love you. Stay safe. Be careful.
All right. Thanks.
And
love you too.
yeah.
All right. Bye.
Bye.